Back in December, Claire surprised me with tickets to Vancouver. And while that was awesome, it was tough for us to imagine a time where we weren't in the middle of something or planning something big, like our wedding.
The concept of taking time for ourselves was so foreign because we lived at such a pace that it made it nearly impossible for us to do so for more than a couple of hours. We were towards the end of planning and finalizing our wedding celebrations, as well as in the middle of a couple of job changes, which in general just can be really chaotic. Over the previous year, we had graduated college, gotten legally married, moved in together, and gotten cats, among many other adventures. We intentionally didn't plan that much for this trip. We wanted a lot of our time to just ebb and flow and see what we wanted to do that day. We came back with a new appreciation for doing that, and we've changed our lifestyle a little bit since.
Day one of the trip started super early. We were up around 2 a.m. Our flight was at 6, but it took a lot of time to get there, get through security and all the usual airport chaos. Once we got into Vancouver, we checked into our Airbnb, and it's a super cute place. We started off with a couple of coffee shops, heading downtown and just kind of seeing the city, going to a couple parks.
We ended up taking metro everywhere. It's so much easier, and Vancouver has one of the best metro systems in the world. I had originally planned for us to walk around Stanley Park, but instead Luke convinced me to go to the aquarium, and he is absolutely obsessed with aquariums, so it was a really fun detour that we had. After that, we went to Granville Island and just enjoyed the markets and bebopped around for a couple of hours before ending the night at the Top of Vancouver restaurant.
They'll guide you to the emergency
While we may have been feeling a little burnt out before we came on this trip, we are going back well rested, having spent almost 3 weeks with family in a new environment, taking on new adventures every single day.
One evening, while making small talk with a waitress and talking about our travels, she told us to enjoy our trip and enjoy our memories. Little did she know how much that statement would actually stick with us, but it's exactly what we did.
I've always wondered why people say all good things must come to an end. Why? They can keep living in your mind. They're still good if you if you give yourself the space to enjoy it. Girls! It starts here and then it raises all the way up, like the claw.
And bebopped around for a couple of hours before ending the night at the top of Vancouver restaurant. Speak, Valentina.
Ally. There was a lot going on, like doing the dash.
We were in the middle.
I'm gonna change this a little bit because it's like
Such a good take.